Turning now to the new Tampa tragedy where a family was run down during a bike ride. Tonight, we are hearing from the suspect's parents.
But if they listened to us, this man would have never lost his life. These children wouldn't have lost their father, and our son would be getting help.
The parents of accused killer Mykese Morse say they tried to get him mental health treatment for 10 years. The signs were there, but help in Florida really isn't. The parents of Mykese Morse tell us their son is a classic example of the growing mental health crisis in the state of Florida.
That's right. Days after he was released from a mental health facility, Morse is accused of running down that young father and his two boys, killing the dad. And his parents told 8 on Your Side investigator Steve Andrews, based on the actions of this facility, he had no business being out there on the streets.
Yeah, they say their son physically attacked a public defender who was sent into that facility to represent him in an upcoming court proceeding. Days later, he was released. And in Florida, there was really no place to put him for further treatment.
It's mind-boggling that he attacked someone, and within days he was released.
It's
and
crazy.
then days later, he killed someone.
Mykese Morse's parents are devastated. They grieve for the family of Pedro Aguirre. They hurt for their son.
My son should have never been released from that facility.
Mykese sat in Grace Point, a mental health facility, for a week. Tampa police took him there on June 12th for a 72-hour involuntary psychiatric evaluation. They say he showed signs of paranoia and claimed he was going to hurt someone. His mother, Khadijah.
We have tried for years, over a decade,
10 years.
to get him help.
At different intervals.
From the time this situation first emerged, we've paid for psychiatrists, psychologists.
Mykese's father, Michael, got a call from a case manager while his son was in Grace Point.
He says, look, Mr. Morse, I'm calling you to let you guys know that, your son physically assaulted, the attorney or the representative who came to speak with him. Your son assaulted him earlier today.
Days later, Grace Point released Mykese. This past Sunday, police say he ran down Pedro Aguirre, killing him as he towed his two young children from his bicycle. According to Dr. Jay Wilson of USF's Psych Department, incidents like this should come as no surprise.
We have no places to put people, and the prisons have become the de facto state institutions for the chronically mentally ill.
His parents say they asked for help. They told police, look at their son's social media posts, which they call psychotic.
It's the devil's fault. It's all the devil's fault. We're going to parade the devil around and try to destroy the devil right now.
But if they listened to us, this man would have never lost his life. These children wouldn't have lost their father, and our son would be getting help.
His parents say Mykese Morse began experiencing psychotic episodes as a freshman in college. He is now 30. He's been Baker acted 4 times. They say they have begged for help, but as Dr. Wilson points out, there's really not much available for adults in the state of Florida. As we reported yesterday, we are ranked 50th nationally.
But 4 times Baker acted, and he attacked someone while in that facility. So how does Grace Point not do anything after he attacked somebody?
Well, the Baker Act is for crisis control, 72 hours, really. They can't legally hold someone if they're not exhibiting signs that they're an immediate threat to themselves or someone else, so they were following the law. Should he be put in a transition program? Maybe.
Something.
Do they exist? No.
I was going to say, there just aren't a lot of options, which, I mean, it's really a testament to those parents to come out and start talking about this, because more people need to talk about it for anything to get done.
Like we said yesterday, mental health is almost a taboo subject, okay, mental illness. And people don't want to talk about it until it affects them.
Until it's too late.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right, thanks, Steve.
You can count on 8 on Your Side to bring you the very newest information on this case. Just go to WFLA.com.